Good day, Terrarians. PurpleMentat here, bringing you episode 20 of my Calamity playthrough. And I discovered, between episodes, while I was mining and researching for the Reverse set made out of Drayton bars, that I could mine the charred ore in the Hellstone Crag, which has a really cool little, like, volcano theme to it if you go looking for it, with the 200% pickaxe power pickaxe. So a pickaxe axe, or after you've got your Drayton bars, your bestial pickaxe, which is, it's just faster a little bit. Not even, like, a ton. That charred ore can be made into these unholy fragments, with combining equally with hellstone, and those are used to make a variety of new weapons. The ones that we are interested in, being that we are summoner mages, the Burning Sea, bam, and the Brimrose Staff. We're going to see what those can do. You're going to learn at the same time I do. Bam. Alright. So, Burning Sea. Oh, okay. That's actually pretty good. Let's see how it does against a single target. Whoop. Yep. See how it does against a single target. Oh, it bounces. That's nice. Got a bit of a bounce, a bit of an arc to it. I wonder how many times it bounces. Let's find out. Like a super ball of death. And that's with no bonus to it. It's got a 133 magic damage and 15 mana usage by default. The Brimrose Staff, on the other hand, I'm hoping to be... Oh yeah, check that out. That's like Shotgun of Death. I like it. And it causes that same Brimrose nastiness debuff that the Brimrose Elemental does. So, cool. I think that I'm going to upgrade my Seething Discharge into one of these. I'm just going to get them reforged and see which one I like more. Oh wow, these are a lot cheaper to reforge than some of the other stuff I've been working on too. After that, we're going to head for the underground jungle, see what's left, and I'm still a little bit concerned about that blood red inferno lingers in the night. Oh yeah, that's the Calamity. I knew that. We just discussed this. Calamitas, yeah. Fast speed, strong knockback, so I should be able to get mythical on this thing. It's just a matter of time. It's going to be like 30 or... I like watching the gold amount to tell when I'm... There we go. 24 gold, mythical. Bam. Easy enough to see. This has average speed, strong knockback. It can probably get mythical as well. And the... Oh, there we go. 30 gold, mythical. Perfect. The most expensive option is basically always mythical. So that's an easy way to see that you're getting the best of your options. Alright, we've got ourselves our statues running and some Eyes of Desolation. Let's make tonight a horrible night. Not a lot of the hit points. Only 2160. That's assuming it doesn't have a second phase that's going to make that worse. Lasers bad. But it's already... Oh yeah, there's got to... Oh yeah, here we go. Oh boy. Cataclysm, Catastrophe, and Calamitas. Ow. It's less than useful. Alright, well, that's okay. We can kill them bit by bit. That's one down, that's two down. Now we just have the original to deal with. Excellent. I think we got this. Looks like one of my buffs are another war off. Okay. Back now. Good. That was the... Oh, no, they come back. Crud. And they do a lot of damage. So they're, like, problematic. But we seem to be staying on top of things thanks to our various modes of healing, keeping our buffs going, slowly but surely whittling down the primary target boss. Whoa, what the heck is this? New tricks. He's got new tricks. That's okay, if he's got nice AoE. And he's almost done. Assuming there's no phase 3. Let's find out. Okay, I like Calamitas. He's a fun fight. There's a lot going on. There. A catastrophe shade has been defeated. That's not what I expected. Whew! Calamitas doppelganger has been defeated. That is also not what I expected. Huh. Interesting. And multiple catastrophe trophies. Oh, that was fun. Rush Saw Thrasher. Okay, that's kind of cool. Glad that that exists. The Brimstone Flame Blaster. Neat. Animosity. Looks like a gun of some sort. And we got our treasure bag. Let's go home. Let's turn off the slimes and stuff. And they fill up the inventory. And go home. Sort things out. Shut the doors. Maybe things will calm down for a minute. Could happen. Could happen. You don't know. We're gonna put one down because, I mean, catastrophe trophy. Kind of a weird little trophy, though. You are not a material, and I don't care about you. Most of this stuff is just extra. A lot of ranged and thrown stuff out of that. All of the hooks forever. I killed a bunch of skeleton primes that I had, like, extra eyes lying around because I needed the Souls of Fright while I was waiting. Just to warm up, you know? What do we got? We got a developer set, didn't we? Aaron's set. Does not seem to have come with Aaron's wings or anything, though. Interesting. Well, let's see it. Neat. And 17 Ashes of Calamity. These are used to make the Sigil of Calamitas, which is a sorcerer emblem upgrade. Calamitas' Brew adds Abyssal Flames to your melee weapons, and the True Paladin's Hammer. Interesting. Sigil of Calamitas is used for the Ethereal Talisman. I guess I should, like, dedicate one accessory slot to making my magic suck less. That'd probably be a good idea, huh? And what else did we get? More Essence of Chaos, a Blighted Lens, and the Wild Void of Calamity, which we can combine to make the Void of Extinction with the Gehenna. Neat. What's this? Keen Oblivion. Oh, it's a... we got a yo-yo. We got a Calamitas yo-yo. And Entropy's Vigil. New summon weapon. That I'm really excited about because if I take a look, if I get rid of the twins here, it brought both Calamitas and both of her brothers. So that's going to be a really powerful staff once I get it reforged to Ruthless. I'm going to double check the list, see if there's any other Calamitas gear that I can acquire from killing or from crafting. And if not, we're off to the jungle. Alright, there's a little bit of extra from Calamitas, specifically the Lashes of Chaos, which are a significant upgrade to the magic weapon I was using. They're basically a bolt type attack, pierce through enemies and leaves that brimstone fire buff on the ground afterwards, which is pretty great. Now, when you're dealing with the hard mode jungle, you've basically got two options. You can make your own, which we're slowly in the process of doing, or go explore what's already there in the world which is going to help you out if you have not made your own early on. You need to be underground to get the most valuable resources from this place, and those that we're looking for specifically are the... Let me just go into my inventory here. Think. Life fruit, and it'd be nice to find a Plantera bulb so that we can fight the next boss. As you can see, with Calamitas dead, Plantera, the vanilla boss, is next on the agenda. Now, you can speed up your process of making your own by coming through here and smashing a whole bunch of things and getting your jungle seeds. I think I saw some jungle grass seeds back there. Yep, here we go. And you can speed that process up, actually, if you don't want to have to, you know, wait. If you really want to make your own. That's not what I wanted. They're flower boots, right? Yeah, flower boots. We don't have any. We can craft some with jungle tokens. Normally, you would need to find these, I believe, in chests. They are an accessory, I think. Yes, they are an accessory, and they cause you to create flowers on the ground as you go. Background objects, grass and such. And the nature of these specifically, I want a yo-yo. I want a yo-yo of basically any variety. It doesn't matter. So, oh, hey, you know what? There we go. We'll make a quagmire yo-yo. Fire spore clouds. Neat. And the reason I want a yo-yo is because I can stand here with this on top of me, with the yo-yo going, and smash infinite flowers. Which means, if I'm doing that in the jungle... I mean, jungle grass seeds are still a small drop, but this is going to be your fastest chance to get them, because just standing here, we're generating more flowers and smashing them as fast as they can generate. And that'll speed up your process of making an artificial jungle. It's still not fast, and maybe you're the type that prefers exploring what's already there in the world. I certainly am, if that's an option, anyway. So I'll meet you over at the natural jungle, and we'll see if there's anything left with the corruption trying to take over. Well, the surface jungle still exists. Oh man, this cut right through a sword shrine. Oh well, it's not like you can't use IMK sushis to get the Archelaus. It's one more issue with it, you know? If we go down to the subway, we'll find the underground jungle. Cavern jungle? Oh, we got a little bit of horror fight already. Excellent. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to, before we jump out there, put away our builder combination, we'll pull out our explorer combination, because the life fruit, which you can see show up on my rare finder. Oh, I thought it would show up on... Oh, yep, it does. It's just not super obvious until you know what you're looking for. Life fruit will let you get another 100 hit points for a normal maximum of 500, and it's also used to craft a variety of more fruits, like miracle fruit, elderberry, luminite, eulace, and unholy essence, astral bar and stardust, phantoplasm, cosmolite. Yeah, that's on the list. Looks like we can make blood orange right now. So yeah. Life fruit can get us another 100, and then is used to craft even further bonuses to our hit points over time. Thanks to this Calamity mod doing its thing. Too much desert junk. Alright, so, there's also a couple of ores here that we are not able to mine yet, like Uelbloom. I have no idea which what it even looks like. And we are going to have a little bit here and there of chlorophyte ore. Not much, though. This is just a matter of burn your way through the jungle. There we go. There's some chlorophyte. Wow. Too much stuff, not enough room. Story of my life. This stuff spreads slowly through mud, and it can be recommended that you get your hands on chlorophyte gear before you face Plantera. The other side of it, though, is that I think this Ravager gear might be better. It's certainly higher defense. 33 defense for the plate mail and greaves instead of 31 for the chlorophyte. And the drill or pickaxe is still the same 200% as the one we have. I'm not seeing much point to us gathering a ton of chlorophyte. I mean, we're going to need a little bit for the venom staff. We don't really care about the turtle stuff. And who knows, maybe eventually we will care about Spectre or Shroomite gear. But for the moment, we can make the Lazar, but we need a heat ray for that. And, well, the heat ray drops from the golem, which is Post-Plantera. Yeah, you probably don't want to waste a ton of time gathering chlorophyte pre-Plantera, especially since it grows much, much faster after. What you are going to want to do, though, is get that life fruit if you can. And while we're here, really what we need is to find a Plantera bulb, which I don't remember if those show up on our rare creature display or not. But we're going to find out. Let me sort my inventory and be right back. There we go. That's a bit better. Soon we'll be going into the temple, but not quite yet. I still find it hard to, like, leave chlorophyte there when I can see a bunch of it on just sitting there waiting, you know? I don't know if life fruit takes precedence over Uwe Bloom. And I don't know if I'm ever going to be certain of that one way or the other. I'm not really great at spotting this stuff, which is part of why I've got my artificial jungle slowly but surely growing. Because even with the Spelunker's effect going, it's not the easiest thing in the world to see. Ah, there's your Uwe Bloom. But best bet is just find find spots with lots of the jungle grass going on. Like this. There we go. Run right through. In fact, it can be in your best interest to just, like, make rows. Now, the rows aren't perfect because the vines will prevent things from growing, but it can help. And the goal here isn't perfection, it's speeding things up a bit. Ooh, traveling merchant has arrived. Usually want to go back and check those out. I'm still searching for celestial magnets. Whoops. I accidentally did Queen Bee. Didn't want to die, she shouldn't have attacked me. Isn't the slowest I've ever gotten life fruit, but it's not exactly quick either. Oh, there's some. Is that 4 now? Okay. You need a total of 20 to get that extra 100 hit points. I've already used 3, so we're at 7 of 20 overall. Blue bloom ore. trying to focus on all of the spots on the screen at the same time, you know? Keep my eye out for the life fruit. We're gonna end up with accidentally enough chlorophyte for anything that we could possibly want to do with it. Kind of want that lime kelp. Goodbye, yellets. You'll get many, 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 many a yellets while you are digging your way through the jungle looking for a life fruit. Life fruit detected near... Oh, there it is. Well, at least gives us confirmation of what I was pretty certain of, that life fruit takes precedence over... Ooh, life fruit detected near... Oh, there it is, up top there. Over the chlorophyte. That makes 9. We're almost halfway there. Alright, you get the idea. I'm going to spend some time building to get a Plantera arena ready. Growing jungle grass. And gathering life fruits. And for the end of this episode, I believe that we're going to be taking a chance on Plantera. As it turns out, Plantera is relatively easy. Unfortunately, I somehow failed to capture that portion on camera. So we're redoing it. However, I am going to take the shortcut of buying myself a Plantera's bulb, so that I don't have to spend any of your time looking for it. Now, I've reset myself to exactly how I was before the segment that I managed to somehow misplace. Yeah, let's go with misplace. But I'm going to go over all of the things that will be useful as soon as you are done with Plantera. For one, I've used the grand design to wire this area up. As you can see, there are actuators and wire everywhere on the various bits. And a lever down here so that we can hit the button and make most things, not everything, but most things, vanish. So then we can then easily get up and about and smack the various pieces. I thought this would be easier. It'll probably be simpler this way once we've got, you know, a flying saucer or something. Fortunately, it's not working out as well as I'd hoped, but it is nice for collecting the loot from in here. Making use of the flower boots trick that I believe I showed you earlier, you can get lots of jungle seeds very easily and have an arbitrarily large underground jungle of your very own, all set up nice and open and even like this. Oh, hey, archaeologist hat. So that you can easily generate lots of life fruit and Plantera bulbs, though you only need to get that first one. And then, when it comes time to fight him, you can hit that button and you have a nice big wide open arena, if nothing else. That seems to be the only utility of it at the moment. Though, honestly, I've got an entire spawn area worth of room here. I only need this top section for fighting Plantera. Anything more than that is almost overkill. Good, another life fruit. We're working our way up towards that, what do we got? 7 more? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more. Almost there! We'll be at 710 maximum once we're done, I guess. Anyway, 1 Plantera bulb used, so that you don't have to wait for a Plantera to spawn, and I can get on with my life. As you can see, Plantera at just short of 60,000 hit points is not that big of a threat when you're rocking 104 defense in your summoner gear, and you've got this much damage reduction on top of it. He's really not a problem. Like, the most annoying portion of this fight is waiting for the MP to regen every now and then. There we go. Now he gets a little bit more threatening, but only a little. You just need to make sure you stay away from him, which you should easily be able to do with your wings of choice and your angel treads. I actually went back to using the Soul of Cryogen wings because that extra 10% damage was more important to me than anything else. Like, hey, wings that give me extra damage. That seems like a good thing. Didn't realize I was giving that up when I was thinking of changing to the Draydon wings, and then I took a look and decided, you know what? No, we're gonna keep the soul. Yes. Now, there's a couple of really good things that you're gonna get from Plantera. One of them is that Heart of Nature, which is the extra accessory slot. It is not a guaranteed drop. You may need to fight Plantera more than once to get it. But make sure you do get it. That's assuming you're using the extra accessory slot mod. If you've decided that that's just too OP, then, of course, you don't need to worry about it. Oh. I don't know why we went immediately into another Plantera. Was there another bulb? That's weird. That's very weird. Anyway, one of the things that you can make with the living shards that you're guaranteed to get from Plantera is an upgrade to your Knight's Ray, the Terra Ray. Happens that I have one here that I've already got up to Mythical. Let me show you why that's exciting. It really is just a bigger, better version of the Knight's Ray. Same piercing, same occasional branching into multiple hits. Much higher damage potential. And for me, at least, I can track this shot a lot easier than I can that Lashes of Chaos. The red from that is just barely visible for me. Something seems broke. It's acting as if I used an overloaded Plantera bulb, which I have not. Anyway, other things that you get once you've defeated Plantera, you will likely find a Pygmy Staff eventually. That will allow the Witch Doctor in the jungle to sell you various minion summoning bonuses. You're going to want to get those. We're going to go cover those in just a minute once I sort this out. I may need to restart the program or something. And you can get a couple of other useful loot items. And most importantly, the Temple Key. You now have access to the Lizard Temple if you've found it. Which also gets you access to the Golem, eventually. Now, killing Plantera gets you a couple of messages in chat, which aren't showing up for me because I've done it before. You get screams from the dungeon, letting you know that there are new and exciting enemies and loot available in the dungeon. And you get the Ocean Depths Tremble, I believe it is. And that's part of Calamity, is letting you know that the... Ooh, this is getting weird. Alright, we're gonna call this good. There, cancel the fight. Letting you know that the Leviathan is ready for destruction. You kill an unknown entity in the ocean biome. The Leviathan has been there the entire game, and you may have accidentally summoned it in the past while you were farming the ocean for whatever you were farming for. But it wouldn't have given you any loot. It would have given you an IOU if somehow, however unlikely it may be, you did manage to defeat it. Well, you can use the living shard with the IOU to craft the various Leviathan items, like Atlantis, or Brackish Flask, or Greentide. As we have not pre-killed Leviathan, we're going to have to go find one and kill it. Ooh, the axe. 175% axe power? Yes, please. We have a newer, better, shinier axe. Fantastic. Will's breastplate, Will's wings, Will's leggings, and Will's helmet, another developer item. Probably put the really fun part about Fargo's is you can get all of these developer items fairly easily by mass summoning and, you know, multiple temple keys. You can use your excess temple keys to create biome chests. So you may or may not want to throw those away. I believe that's a function of IMK sushis. Sorry for that weird noise right there. I have no idea what causes that. I think this headphone wire is getting old and frayed. Alright, so let me show you the goodies that we can get out of the Witch Doctor now that we have a pygmy staff. Specifically, what we're after are the mysterious seed, the beginning of the Plantera. Huh? We're gonna buy one. I may regret this. Vial of Venom. Hercules Beetle. Increased damage to your minions by 15%. And as you can see, it is a material for use with the Necromantic Scroll to make the Papyrus Scarab. Necromantic Scroll is one of those new items that we can get from the dungeon. And the Pygmy Nexus increases your max number of minions. Used to make Status's Blessing when combined with the Papyrus Scarab, the Summoner Emblem, some Core of Cinder, ooh, exciting, Bottled Water, and Holy Water. I forget how to make Holy Water. Ah! Hallowed Seeds, Pixie Dust, and Bottled Water will get you Holy Water, which is a item that you can use to throw basically a grenade-style Hallow spread. You can also now buy the Tiki Gear, which you may or may not actually want to do. 35 defense is quite the step down from, well, no, this is 36 for the Reaver armor. Let's see. And we get 3 max minions, 30% minion damage. What's this give? Set bonus gives us the Reaver Orb and makes us personally better fighters. 5% increased damage, 50 max life, life regen, 2 max minions, increased minion knockback, 5% increased movement speed. You know, I think that the Tiki armor is worth at least trying. Despite the fact that we're doing Calamity. The summons kind of change the nature of things, because gaining a Solar Drop. Solar Drop? Interesting. I didn't think I could get those this early. These allow us to get the Celestial Ruins, the Lunar Drop and Solar Drop, some of the first bits of blue magic. Thought those were later. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed today's episode. Next time, we're going to be tackling the dungeon. And, do I want pygmies? I honestly think that Entropy's Vigil is going to be better than the pygmies. Like, these guys are pretty awesome, so I think that I'll just deposit the pygmies. Turn you into anything? No. Did I say deposit? I meant sell. Check. Deleted. Thank you very much for joining me. Hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If so, leave me a thumbs up. Tell me what you liked. If not, leave me a thumbs down and tell me what you didn't. Either way, you want to see more of this series, please click subscribe, and I'll see you next time.